Hi, this is Dr. Matt Rostami running for McKinney Mayor, or Professor Rostami. This is part 3 of the Professor series as we discuss things that are happening in our city. And today we have the ETJ, which is extraterrestrial jurisdiction. Kidding, it's extraterritorial jurisdiction. Now these are areas that were created by the state of Texas back in the 1960s. These are areas that are 1 mile to 5 miles outside the city limits. They have a city address. And the issue is the people who live there, they don't pay city taxes. However, they still get some of the services from the city, which is roads, water, and water waste infrastructure. Now, these are the things that we pay for as McKinney residents, but the residents in the ETJ, they do not pay for this. The other thing is that we also have a deal with them that our fire department will help them if they need it on a case-by-case basis. And we don't get reimbursed much for that. It looks like currently the deal was every time they have a problem, they give us $300, which is barely even enough to cover the salaries. So the issue is that we used to be able to forcefully take these areas, which was called forced annexation, into the city. But in the year 2017, the state legislature passed a bill, SB 6, and this stopped that. So going forward, the city couldn't just take those areas in. Those areas had to voluntarily come in. But the problem is that a lot of them are getting all this free stuff, so they don't still need to come in and they don't want to have to pay the city taxes. Now, Scott Sanford voted for this. Now, to be fair for Scott, a lot of people voted for it. It was a bipartisan bill. 120 people voted yes, 20 people or so voted no. And Scott lives in McKinney. I don't think he did it to hurt McKinney. But to this day, Scott still thinks this was a good bill because it's supposed to be about property rights or property control. I'm all for property rights, but that's not going to work if they get all this stuff for free while the rest of us have to pay city tax for it. Look, Scott and all the people who voted for SB 6, they really screwed the city. And that's me saying this very politely. Now, what about Bill Cox? What did he say? Well, in 2023, in the community impact, Scott said, your dollar can go further for you in the ETJ than it can in the city of McKinney. He said that you can get a $3,000 house in 3,000 square feet house in McKinney. With the same money, you can get yourself a 4,000 square feet house in the ETJ. Your dollar goes further. That's what Bill said.